In the next few minutes, you're going to see a battle no one expected. A rugged icon versus a luxury giant. And the winner might completely change how you look at SUVs. Because on one side we have the 2026 Toyota Fortuner Legender. Known for toughness, reliability, and now pushing hard into the luxury space. And on the other side, the Audi Q9. A full-size premium SUV designed to dominate with comfort, tech, and status. So the real question is simple. Can a Fortuner actually compete with an Audi at this level? Let's start with design, because first impressions matter, and both of these SUVs are making bold statements. The 2026 Fortuner Legender doesn't look like your typical Fortuner anymore. Toyota has clearly stepped things up. The front grille is sharper, more aggressive, and paired with sleek LED headlights that give it a modern, almost futuristic edge. The body lines are more refined and the overall stance feels wider and more planted on the road. It still carries that muscular off-road DNA. But now it's blended with a premium look that's clearly aimed at buyers who want both power and presence. Now shift your focus to the Audi Q9, and this is where things get interesting. Audi isn't trying to look rugged. It's going all in on elegance and dominance. The Q9 is bigger, longer, and has that unmistakable luxury SUV presence. The signature Audi grille, sharp matrix LEDs, and clean body lines give it a very sophisticated and high-end appearance. This is the kind of SUV that turns heads not because it's aggressive, but because it looks expensive. Side by side, the difference is clear. The Fortuner Legender says, "I can go anywhere and still look good doing it." The Audi Q9 says, "I own the road." But design isn't just about looks, it's also about how these vehicles make you feel. If you're someone who loves a bold, sporty, slightly aggressive vibe, the Fortuner pulls you in. But if your style leans more toward luxury, comfort, and executive presence, the Q9 speaks your language instantly. And this is where the battle really begins. Because design is just the surface. Up next, we step inside both of these SUVs, and what you'll see there might completely shift the advantage. Now here's where things start to get serious. Because stepping inside these SUVs tells a completely different story. Let's begin with the 2026 Fortuner Legender. The moment you get in, you'll notice Toyota has clearly tried to elevate the experience. The cabin feels more refined than before, with improved materials, soft touch surfaces, and a cleaner dashboard layout. You get a large touchscreen infotainment system, a fully digital driver display, and features like wireless Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, and a premium sound system. There's also ambient lighting, ventilated seats, and a more comfortable seating design overall, which finally brings the Fortuner closer to what buyers expect in a modern SUV. But let's be clear, while it feels premium, it still carries a bit of that rugged, practical DNA. It's built to last, not just to impress. Now step into the Audi Q9, and this is where the gap becomes obvious. Audi is operating on a completely different level when it comes to interior luxury. The Q9 is expected to feature a triple-screen setup including a massive infotainment display, a digital instrument cluster, and a dedicated passenger screen. Everything feels futuristic, minimal, and incredibly high-end. The materials? Top tier. We're talking leather, real wood trims, brushed aluminum. Every detail feels carefully crafted. And then there's space. The Audi Q9, being a full-size luxury SUV, offers significantly more room, especially in the third row. Adults can actually sit comfortably, which is something the Fortuner still struggles with. Ride comfort is another major difference. The Fortuner is solid and capable, but you'll still feel that it's built on a more rugged platform. It handles rough roads well, but doesn't fully isolate you from bumps. The Q9, on the other hand, is designed to glide. With advanced suspension systems, possibly air suspension, it delivers a smooth, almost floating ride. Exactly what you expect from a premium SUV. So when it comes to interiors, tech, and comfort, Audi clearly takes the lead. But here's the twist. Luxury isn't everything for every buyer. Some people value durability, simplicity, and long-term reliability over flashy screens and ultra-soft materials. And that's exactly where the Fortuner still holds its ground. So now the real question becomes, do you want a high-tech luxury experience? Or a tough, dependable SUV that still gives you a taste of premium? Because up next, we're getting into performance, and this is where the outcome might truly surprise you. Now this is where the real decision is made. Performance. Because no matter how good an SUV looks, nor how luxurious it feels, if it doesn't deliver on the road, it simply doesn't matter. Let's start with the 2026 Toyota Fortuner Legender. This SUV is built on a ladder frame chassis, which already tells you one thing. It's made for strength. Under the hood, you can expect a powerful diesel engine, possibly paired with a mild hybrid setup for better efficiency and torque delivery. What does that mean in real driving? Strong low-end torque, excellent pulling power, and serious off-road capability. Whether it's rough terrain, steep climbs, or challenging weather conditions, the Fortuner feels right at home. And that's something most luxury SUVs can't truly match. It's not the fastest SUV out there, but it's dependable, tough, and built to handle conditions where others hesitate. Now let's talk about the Audi Q9. This is where performance takes a completely different direction. Audi is expected to offer multiple engine options, including turbocharged V6 and possibly even V8 variants, along with mild hybrid or plug-in hybrid technology. The focus here is not just power, but smooth, effortless performance. Acceleration will be quicker, power delivery more refined, and highway driving incredibly comfortable. The Q9 is designed to feel fast without trying too hard. And then there's handling. Thanks to Audi's Quattro all-wheel drive system and advanced suspension, the Q9 offers superior stability, cornering, and control, especially on paved roads. So if your driving is mostly city and highway, the Audi clearly has the advantage. But here's where things get interesting again. Take both SUVs off the road and the story flips. The Fortuner dominates in off-road conditions. Its ground clearance, rugged build, and proven capability give it a clear edge where terrain gets unpredictable. The Audi Q9 can handle light off-roading, but that's not what it's built for. And now, the final piece, price and ownership. The Fortuner Legender is expected to be significantly more affordable, with lower maintenance costs and a strong reputation for long-term reliability. The Audi Q9, on the other hand, will sit at a much higher price point, with premium maintenance and ownership costs to match. So now the big question, do you choose luxury, technology, and road presence, or durability, capability, and value for money? Because the winner isn't just about specs, it's about what actually fits your lifestyle. And that's why the result might surprise you. So here's the twist. There is no single winner. Yeah, I said it. Because if you're choosing the Audi Q9 for off-road adventures, you're buying the wrong SUV. And if you're choosing the Fortuner expecting S-Class level luxury, that's not what it's built for. The truth is, the winner depends entirely on you. If your daily drive is highways, city roads, comfort, silence, and cutting-edge tech, the Audi Q9 is the obvious choice. But if your world includes rough roads, long-term reliability, lower ownership cost, and real toughness, the Fortuner Legender makes way more sense. So instead of asking which SUV is better, ask yourself this: what kind of driver are you? Type Fortuner if you'd pick power and durability, or type Audi if you'd go for luxury and performance. Let's see which one actually wins.